What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I'm going to talk about what I think are the best score streaks in COD Mobile, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I think they're the most effective. So yeah, this is pretty much my top 5, but personally I think you should use whatever works best for you. But if you haven't tried out some of these score streaks and some of these tips I'm going to tell you in the video, I highly recommend you guys try them out. And yeah, without any further delay, let's get into this list. So coming in at number 5, I have the Lightning Strike. Now the reason I think this is one of the top 5 score streaks is because it is actually one of the best at facilitating. And what I mean by that is you can be on the completely opposite side of the map and still support your teammates that are fighting for the objective. So yeah, this is really good at knocking enemies off the objective. If you're playing hardpoint or domination, it's really good at clearing flags. And it's also better than the Predator missile, which is what I was going to have at number 5, because I do see a lot of players using the Predator missile to like clear flags, but I feel like the Pred is way too easy to destroy because a lot of people use trophy systems, and if you throw one down, it can easily destroy a Pred. So yeah, that's why I think the Lightning Strike is better than the Predator missile. But it is also the cheapest offensive score streak on this list, coming in at only 850 points. And using hardline, which is what I use, you could probably get it with around 7 kills, possibly 6 if you get like a lot of assists and you're playing objective. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Lightning Strike. Alright, so for the number 4 spot, I have the Cluster Strike. Now the reason I think this score streak is so good is it's really good at blocking off areas, because the rockets come in constantly for a few seconds, so it's really effective at keeping enemies off the hardpoint and also keeping them off the B flag if you're playing domination. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This one costs 950 points, so it's only 100 points higher than the Lightning Strike. So yeah, you only need about 8 kills to get this if you're running hardline. Now coming in at number 3, I have the Counter UAV. Now this might surprise some of you, but I think this is actually the best supporting score streak in the game. And the reason I think that is because it supports your team and also your score streaks. And what I mean by that is if you call in a Lightning Strike, it actually shows the enemies where you're gonna strike. So if you call in a Counter UAV right before you call in a Cluster Strike or Lightning Strike, it has a higher chance of catching the enemies off guard, so they don't have a chance to like run away or hide somewhere where they can't be hit. This is also why I think players are more likely to shoot down a counter UAV rather than a regular UAV, because it puts the enemy team at a big disadvantage, especially if they don't have a teammate that has a launcher, because a counter UAV does actually have a lot of health, so it'll take a long time to shoot down with a gun. And that's another thing I wanted to add on. If a player stops to shoot this thing down, it takes them a really long time, so it also has a chance to slow the enemy team down by distracting them. And a lot of the time, really good players don't bother shooting it down because it takes a lot of time. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't realize how important the minimap is. Like, it's almost like a sixth sense because it gives you so much information. And people never appreciate that until someone uses a counter UAV. And yeah, the counter UAV only costs 600 points, which is really good. It's actually the cheapest score streak on this list, and it'll only be about 5 kills if you're running hardline, which is really good. Now for number 2 on the list, I have the Advanced UAV. The reason I have the Advanced UAV this high is because it's basically wall hacks. Because as I said before, the minimap is basically a sixth sense, and with this, it shows you exactly where enemies are on the minimap. So this gives you a huge advantage. You can catch your enemies off guard really easily. And also you can't shoot the Advanced UAV down, so that's really good. So yeah, this is probably the hardest score streak to get on this list. But if you do end up getting this thing, it is really helpful. So yeah, highly recommended. Alright, coming in at number 1, I have the Swarm. Now, the reason I think the Swarm deserves the #1 spot is because it gets a lot of kills and it can easily turn a game around. And it does that by forcing enemies to stay inside on all parts of the map. And yeah, if you use a counter UAV before you use a Swarm, it will most likely get more kills because enemies won't see the drones coming, so they might not run indoors. So yeah, the Swarm is probably my favorite score streak to use right now. And yeah guys, pretty much the end of the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what you guys think of my top 5. And also comment down below what your favorite score streak is in COD Mobile. And yeah, I'm out.
All I know is get the cash, get the bag, all that. Got a chopper on the hip, I let it blast, fall back. Fuck a bad bitch to kick her out, what you call that? American Idol, she was trying out, ain't no callback. Every day I ball till I foul out, oh yeah. Niggas talking stupid, I ain't want they ass in here. Red beam on the glizzy, shoot you down like a reindeer. With them red coats, I feel like I'm part